Taking a look at Constellation on the weekly time frame. The ticker here is DAG, D-A-G. Now this coin has been around since 2018, excuse me, and it's had a really nice run up, guys. It ran up about almost 50,000%, so massive gainer here. However, you could not pay me to touch this coin, okay? But that's for you to decide. Hear me out, because a lot of people are going to see for current price to get back to all-time high, that is a 10,000% gain, and they think, that's a lottery ticket. But hear me out on this, okay? I want to caution you on this coin, and I could be totally wrong, but let's take a look. So you got DAG in August of 21, set an all-time high price of 45 cents. At the time, you had a $574 million market cap and a circulating supply of 2.5 billion. You enter a bear market and you come back in December of 24 with a price high of 10 cents. $280 million market cap, $3.5 billion circulating supply. So you did dilute your circulating supply by about 40%, but your market cap performance was half, literally more than half, less than half, of your previous performance. So that shows weakness in the coin. Looking at today, you're sub 1 penny with even more coins on the market and only a $13 million market cap. By next cycle, you'll have 4 billion coins on the market, which is almost double what you had at price all-time high. So slight dilution of the market through token unlocks, but that's not the problem here. The problem here is the coin is just losing steam. When you see a coin that is down 10,000% from all-time high, don't see that as an opportunity. Sure, it's a lottery ticket, but how often do you hit the lotto numbers, right? See it as massive weakness in the market. You can see even during this time right here, this was a bull market right here, right? This was a bull market and price was still headed down. Yeah, you had some pretty good pumps in there. Pretty good compared to other coins. You had a less than 300% pump there. Let's look, for example, at like Fetch during that same time frame. That was right here, October of 23, headed into 24. Fetch rallied 1,600% compared to 290% on DAG. So all in all, just a very weak performance. And let me show you the most dangerous thing, okay? Let me show you the reason I like this so little, okay? Here you have your bear market lows, whether you call it, this was a bull run. You actually set a new low in the middle of a bull run. Yeah, you came back up. But either way, whichever one of these you want to call the low on the macro, you've taken that out, and you've taken it out massively. From this low here, you've taken it out by almost 80%. But what's worse, I want to draw your attention. So you've already created a macro downtrend, right? You're setting higher highs, higher lows, but now you're setting lower highs and lower lows. But worse, let's look back to this area here, okay? This is June, September, October, November of 2020. So that is 2 cycles ago, the middle of 2 cycles ago. You've already taken that out. So not only did you take out your last cycle lows, you're into the previous cycle lows here, guys. That would be like Fetch taking out this area, and I'm using Fetch, but you could pick literally any coin. You could pick Bitcoin. That'd be like Fetch taking out this area back here. Would that show strength at all? No, you'd be undoing all of this. Oh, sorry about that, guys. You would be undoing all of this and coming and taking this out. That would not show strength at all. You know where this coin is headed if it did that. So to me, you just can't invest in this coin. It is headed in the way wrong direction, way fast. Now let's look at market cap. Because if this thing does have any type of bull run here, you might still get a return on investment. So I don't want to totally dampen your spirits here. Let's look at market cap. So here's your market cap, clear descending channel. You're just kind of crashing out now. But from cycle 1 to cycle 2, let's throw a fib on that. You can't throw a fib on price because you've had almost double the tokens unlocked. But you can throw a fib on your market cap. It is linear, whereas price is not with token unlocks. And you can see last cycle you came up to the 382 fib retrace level, okay? 382, okay? Personally, I don't even think you get that this time because the coin is showing such weakness, but let's just see what that would equal, okay? That would give you a $113 million market cap, and let's go back and look. I've added the retrace levels. how you calculate market cap is, sorry about that, guys. How you calculate market cap is, price is market cap divided by circulating supply. There you go. And let's see your retrace level. So if we take all of these market cap retrace levels and we divide those by your circulating supply, it would give you a price target of these. And that's assuming that you turn it around here and you don't go any lower, which you almost certainly are headed lower. But you could retrace to these levels. I don't see you breaking out. You did not break out a market cap last time. You have broken significant levels to the downside now. I do not see this coin breaking out. It would take some extreme fundamentals and real world adoption. And the old proverbial saying, guys, the writing is on the wall here. No one is interested in this coin anymore. It would take something massively significant to turn this around. So this is what you could expect. And my bull run price prediction is $150 million market cap. And that is, gosh, that is to the 0.5 fib. And that's being generous, if I'm being honest. However, I do think you're going to get a shot at lower. You can see you're in free fall mode here. You've already taken out this level right here. So if you did come and take these out into the green box here, which is where I think you're going, this next little level of support, let's see what kind of return that would give you. Let's say we just hit the middle of the box. Let's say we hit the top of the box. That would give you about a 1,400%. But let's see, assume you do even worse. Let's say you go to the 382. That could give you 1,000% return. So a 10x on your investment. So maybe not totally bad. Your risk to reward is there. I just wouldn't throw the life savings at this. Remember, you only did a 290% rally last cycle. Whether you draw from there or from there, of course, you would have had to ride, in order to get that second pump, guys, you would have had to ride down a 80% drawdown in the middle of a bull run. So I don't think anybody would have done that. It's about a 300% rally here. Just the sheer technicals of this and how much it has been beaten down, you could get a 10x out of this if you waited for this green box, possibly. However, it is very high risk that you just do something like this and then just come right back down. In fact, this is a coin that I could see. I didn't put this on here, but I have seen coins. Algorand, for example, did a 236 rally last time. 74 million. Let's see if we can figure this out. I think this might actually be applicable here. I've already forgotten how many coins we have. 4.1 billion. So it'd be 0.074 divided by 4.1. You could be looking at a 1.8 cent. 1.8 cent. This is probably more like what you'll get. That would be your 236 retrace level, guys. I actually think that's probably about the best you would get. So still maybe a 6-7x return on your investment, guys. It's just so dangerous. I mean, you've lost these levels. This is just not a coin that I would want to throw much money at. However, if you've got capital on the side that you're not afraid to risk, this is a dark horse. Okay, this is a dark horse. It has performed well in the past. If you just do a 382 retrace, you're getting a 10-11x on your coin from the green box. So I don't know, guys. I wouldn't take it. There's far better opportunities with a much better structure. But I know I'm hawing around on this one. It's just that it doesn't take much to do pretty decent on this coin, but you just didn't get much last cycle either. So I wouldn't touch it. It's not something I would touch. And if I had, $100,000 to throw at a coin, I might would throw 10% of this just to see what happened. I do think you'll get your money back and then some. But I guess I just want to caution you for looking for all-time highs. That is not going to happen. Not even close. 10x at best, which isn't terrible. So, yeah, there we go, guys. There's my analysis on this. I know I'm kind of hawing around a little bit, but I don't know. I'm torn on this one because this one you really want to invest in. It's 10,000% to up here, but this is just nasty. Taking out this is nasty, nasty, nasty. Again, this is 2 cycles ago. You didn't just take out your last cycle lows. You're into the previous cycle lows. So you're headed to a very, very dark place on this coin. All right, guys, that's it. Drop me a comment down below. If you want me to check out your coin, I'll be happy to do so. Like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you. We're going to keep these updates coming as the cycle progresses. I'll see you guys next time.